Oh my goodness, gamers, do you hear that? Probably not, because I don't edit these videos, so I don't include any sound effects. But if I did, you would hear angelic singing, because the goddess of beauty and love, Nintendo, sung her melodious chords today down from her ivory tower to the grubby little gamer goblin gremlins that we all are scrounging for video game news of any sort from Nintendo. How's it going, boys? Scootish here, you know, your favorite video game news guy. And how about you show me that I'm your favorite video game news guy by subscribing, hitting the like button, and maybe commenting something. You can wait till the end of the video to comment something, because I have a prompt for you guys. So please strap in, because it's going to be a long one today, because we have a lot to talk about, because we're on the night before a Nintendo Direct. That's right. Almost 12 hours ago, 9 a.m., Nintendo tweeted out, "Tune in at 2 p.m. PST tomorrow, February 8th. That's about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our folks on the East Coast like me. For a Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information, mostly focused on Nintendo Switch games launching in the first half of 2023. Very exciting stuff. We just got out of the month of January, which is always a slow month for game news, because they're not really promoting anything. They just finished the holiday season, the holiday sales. They need to gear up and get ready for the year that's ahead of them. And now that we're finally in February, we've had a month of saving our hard-earned money. Nintendo's going to try to milk us dry for every dollar that we're worth. Now, I want to go over some of the wording that they have right here. They say live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information. I imagine they're including this because it's not 40 minutes. I think it's going to be closer to 30 minutes, 35 minutes, rather than 40 minutes. I don't think they would say roughly 40 minutes if they intend to go over the allotted time. You know what I mean? I feel like if they were going to do more than 40 minutes, they would just say 40 minutes, and the extra minute or two we pick up would be a surprise. But roughly 40 to me means that we're going to be under the mark a little bit, in my opinion. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. And also, it's mostly focused on Nintendo Switch games launching the first half of 2023. And thank God, because holy moly, Nintendo needs to announce some games, because there is nothing right now on the board, and I'm kind of sad about that. There's only 3 games right now. We got Kirby Return to Dreamland HD. It's a Wii remaster coming to the Switch, which is a silly port, because Kirby Forgotten Lands was 3D and it was so impressive and amazing, and we have to go back to 2D Kirby again? That sucks. And the worst part about that game is Return to Dreamland is all focused on co-op and 4-player multiplayer, and you can't even play online with friends. Why are you releasing a game that has no online capability with such an emphasis of multiplayer? It makes no sense to me, and I'm baffled by it. I'm confused, and I'm a little hurt by it too, Nintendo, if I do say so myself. Next, we have Bayonetta, Cereza, and the Lost Demon. Again, they're missing the mark with this one because it's insane. This is a Bayonetta game that the fans probably don't want. It's a platformer, and it has nothing to do with the badass Bayonetta chick that we know with the cool gun kicks and the cool gun punches. You know, that's not Bayonetta. The little girl with the book, that's not Bayonetta. That's not what they're looking for. Maybe I'm wrong. I know Bob Wolf is really excited for that game, but he's a weird little duck and likes random weird stuff sometimes. So, hey, good for him. Maybe it's going to be amazing. And lastly, of course, there's the new Breath of the Wild sequel, which is called Tears of the Kingdom, The Legend of Zelda. Very exciting, and it is exactly what the fans want. It looks incredible. It looks impeccable. Every time they show even a little bit of footage, the entire Nintendo world goes frothing at the mouth like they have like rabies for information. They're just like chomping at every bit they possibly can. I, for one, too, am personally super excited for that game, and I know it's going to be the game of the year, no doubt in my mind, but how in the world is it supposed to carry Nintendo with only 3 games? Luckily, we have a Direct, and hopefully we can see some new things. I've heard a lot of rumors about what's going to be shown. I've heard Pokemon stuff. Guys, Pokemon Day is right around the corner. They're going to do a Pokemon Direct on Pokemon Day like they always do. They're not going to release any Pokemon information in this Direct. We got to temper our expectations. I know people are talking about an Advance Wars Shadow Drop tomorrow. I doubt we're going to get Advance Wars. Advance Wars was supposed to release last year, but they didn't release it because of the war on Ukraine, and they thought it was a bad time, and I agree with them, and I think now is kind of the right more right-ish time to release the game. And I don't think it's going to be a shadow drop because the Direct is happening at 5 p.m. That's kind of late. That's the end of business in North America. I can't imagine they would release a game that late in the day or that early in the morning in Japan. So I imagine it will release either that Thursday or that Friday to be a very close release date, not a shadow drop. I find that hard to believe. I've heard rumors of a Metroid Prime HD Trilogy remaster coming, and I think that's even more insane. We've been hearing about that HD Trilogy remaster coming every single Direct since the Switch got announced, and it's just, I don't think it's going to happen. I imagine it would have happened alongside around the time when Metroid Prime 4 releases, but it's been 2 years since they started the game from scratch because they weren't happy with the development of the game. And I can't imagine, since we haven't heard anything from it since that day, that they're just going to launch a HD Trilogy remaster. I imagine we'll get that when Metroid Prime 4 is more solid in its development and when we know it's more solid in its development. I don't see them just throwing away an HD Trilogy remaster like that. At least that's my opinion. Lastly, I've heard rumors of an HD bundle of Wind Waker and the Twilight Princess, the Wii U ports on the Switch. And guys, they missed their boat. They missed the boat on that one. If they were going to release that, they were going to release that a year ago when it was the Legend of Zelda anniversary. They missed the anniversary. They're not releasing it. It's not, there's no way it's coming out this year. I think it's crazy. We're going to be all focused on Tears of the Kingdom. And Tears of the Kingdom is going to rock a lot of gamers' worlds. Not just their worlds in the sense of gaming, but also in the sense of their wallets. Because they accidentally released a store page was put up prematurely. I think it's going to go up for pre-orders tomorrow. And it's going to have a $70 price tag. Now, this isn't the most insane thing in the world. Not at all. Most video games do charge $70. Nintendo just has never charged that. And I think with one of their more premier franchises like Zelda, they could charge $70, and it is looking like they might. I think this is a very bold and scary step for Nintendo to take on this current hardware. If their new hardware released and they charge $70, I would be a little bit more on board with it. But we have like a standard Nintendo pricing of $60. I feel like the $70 upcharge seems a little crazy to me to do it at this point. I understand why Nintendo is doing it, and I actually support them in doing it because I know game development costs so much money, but doing it this late in the console dev seems very hard. But what do you guys think? That's what I want to know. Do you guys think it's the right time to raise the price? What do you guys think is going to be shown in the Direct? I know we covered a lot of information really quickly, but I just wanted to get this video out. I wanted to make it because I'm really excited about the Directs. I'll be live for the Direct tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST. I'll probably be live at like 4 or maybe 4:30 and do a little pre-show warm-up for this. I'm really excited about this, guys. Please let me know what your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm really excited. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. I waved with the wrong hand. Goodbye.